All right, are we ready for the next magical speaker? Julia Stege. Julia is truly a magical marketer, and I can say that with conviction. She works with out-of-the-box entrepreneurs and change makers to really create the brand and the creatively inspired website that attracts your target market, your ideal client, the person who is meant to work with you, and brings that to you through your website. And she is truly a magical marketer. So again, I'd love you to give her a Rebecca event welcome, Julia Stege.
This is for everyone. And here's another one just in case you didn't catch that one. All right. Rebecca encouraged me to bring my wand. So I'm Julia Stege, the magical marketer, and I was born with a magenta crayon in my hand. And the doctors kind of gathered around and said, is that a birth defect? And they decided, no, she's an artist, just leave her alone. Let her do her thing. And that was the beginning of my, well, I'm just not going to fit inside the box history of my life. To fast forward, my aunt always encouraged me to become an artist, to really go to art school and to tell everyone else, forget about whatever you're saying, I can't do, just do that. And even though I had a lot of struggle to do that, I did eventually go to art college and become an artist. And this is really my purpose, is to be expressive in that way. What I learned, though, was that my big plan to, make it in Manhattan, and if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere, and I'm going to be, I'm going to change the world with good design, it was very quickly revealed to me that marketing, in the traditional sense, was about brainwashing, hyping, and lying to people. It's also about selling your soul to the highest bidder. And my friends, who were all Grateful Dead hippies, that we used to like to go to, hippie concerts and things like that, they all so quickly said, yes, I'll promote cigarettes. Yes, I'll promote alcohol. Yes, I'll promote pharmaceutical drugs if I can just be a millionaire and stay in Connecticut and raise my kids on the water in a big mansion. And I said, by the age of 25, I'm out of here. And everyone said, you're insane. You're insane. What are you leaving Manhattan for? And I said, I'm going to go to DeKalb, Illinois. What? You're going to go to DeKalb, Illinois? Well, my best friend lived there, and I was going to escape from Manhattan forever, thank heavens. And when I got to Illinois, what I discovered is there's another way to use marketing than to promote cigarettes, pharmaceutical companies, and what was the other one? Alcohol, yeah. And banks. That was another one, banks. You can actually promote movements that you support. So for about 12 years, I gradually became a radical revolutionary for change, and only would I use my talents to promote things I believed in. But I didn't make any money at that, really. Luckily, I was in my 20s, where you don't really need money as much. And I didn't make a lot of money. But as I stepped out into my passion and promoting things that I believed in, I began to discover that there are other people out there who have businesses that I can believe in. It's not just, the movement. And I also, at the same time, began to develop this understanding of how traditional marketing, which many people in the internet guru space, or wherever I want to say that I'm in, that they learned how to do marketing in the corporations, and now they're gonna slough that stuff off onto us and have us do the same thing. And I thought, are you kidding me? These are quote conscious entrepreneurs, and they're teaching us to hype, lie, and brainwash people. And I thought, how could this possibly be? And I learned or channeled or something, I figured out that using traditional marketing is actually sabotaging your heart-based business. Actually sabotaging. So I learned to use that word just a few months ago. And here's some reasons why traditional marketing is sabotaging your heart-based business. One, target marketing. Now, what's target marketing? Target marketing is you go, I think that such and such might sell to teenage boys who like surfing, and I'm going to sell that, and I'm going to target these teenage surfers until they can no longer resist buying my thing. This is target marketing. The thing is that target marketing starts outside of you. You notice that it starts with, I think teenage boys who like surfing are going to buy this thing, and how am I going to, get them to do it? Maybe I'll sell surfboards or something like that. It starts from the outside, and it'll never satisfy your soul when you do that. When you start with marketing, like, I think this is a good idea, maybe it'll sell, that's not really it at all. I've met so many people who would tell me, oh yeah, my several $100,000 program that I sell, but it's not me. And I think, why did you do that? Why would you create a program and enroll thousands of people in it if it's not really you? Well, because it would sell. So that's the first reason that it's sabotaging. The second reason that traditional marketing is sabotaging your business is because using those slimy tactics is going to alienate your totally progressive, cutting-edge clientele. So I know that you think I've never used a slimy tactic. You probably never have. But so often, the marketers out there are kind of sneaking in these little ideas. I took a program where I was advised to tell people that my staff was sitting around doing nothing, and that's why I could offer them a sale today. And I thought, well, that's lying. And for a few days I thought, how could I do that and still be telling the truth? And I realized I can't. It's a lie. It's just a lie. It's just a bold-faced lie you make up to get people to do something. So all those techniques that kind of make you feel like a used car salesman, even if somebody told you it was a good idea, not a good idea, just not a good idea. And then the third reason that traditional marketing is sabotaging your heart-based business is that most of the time we are advised to be professional, to carry ourselves with decorum, and never really reveal our vulnerable side, right? So we're supposed to be all slick and possibly wear a suit or something like that. And our people are never going to recognize us when we do that. This is something that marketers often don't really get into. How are your people, how is your soul tribe, I like to call them, going to recognize you when you're faking being all straight and normal. It's, by the way, it's your not normal, not straight, totally out there weirdo-ness, woo-woo-ness, that is what has them recognize you as the people that they're seeking. So what I've given you as an alternative to all these tactics that make you unrecognizable, feel smarmy, and be wondering, why am I doing this at all? And it's called many things. It's called strategic attraction. It's called soul tribe attraction. And I've given you a magical plan. Now, it seems like it's just a piece of paper with a picture of Julia on it and with a few words on it. How could it be that magical? Well, because I took my magic wand and went like this. And that made it magical. So this is what I'm talking about, like a little sheet like this. And for those watching at home, you can get this at my website, magical-marketing.com. And this little 4-part worksheet, I guess play sheet, let's call it a play sheet, will help you to identify who is your soul tribe, who were you born to serve, that you are uniquely qualified to help. And what is your point of attraction? What makes you and them tick? What is it that brings you together, that core essence of you and them that is so alike? That is the key to your brand, actually. I discovered this. Your brand is really what makes you tick. What's your purpose? It'll help you to look at, well, what do you want people to expect from you versus what do they expect? Whenever I heard that word expect, that's what I always thought. What do they expect? Oh gosh, what do they expect now? And I was always resisting. Of course, I'm always resisting because I'm a rebel, but I was always resisting anyone's expectations of me that I was supposed to be doing something. And so I'm resisting something that I actually made up in my head that I thought that somebody might expect. So that question, what do I want my soul tribe to expect, suddenly takes that word expect and makes it something that I'm creating, the expectation. I want them to expect we're going to be doing an attraction plan. That was the first thing. I thought, what if they think I'm woo-woo? What if they think the truth, What if they think I'm a totally out there brand channeler, What will those lawyers and doctors say? I had dentists. I had 3 dentists. I was doing their website. I thought, what do the dentists say? If I start asking them to do an attraction plan, they'll think I'm not grounded. And then I thought, well, if I can attract anyone that I want, and I can, I want to attract people that expect me to do the attraction plan with them, right? I want them to expect that if I didn't do it, they'd be going, why aren't you doing the attraction plan with me? Don't you do that with everyone? Why are you skipping me? I want the attraction plan. So the thing that you're really nervous that you think they don't really want, you put that on there that they want it, and then you assume and expect them to want it and act as though they want that, because you can attract anything you want. You really can. And the last part, which was so hard for me to figure out what this meant, who am I willing to be to attract what I said I wanted? And I used to actually give that over to somebody else to teach during my classes. Linda Grace would teach that part because I thought I didn't understand being. And then I realized there's 2 ways of being in the world. One is afraid and one is loving, right? There's only fear and love, as they say. And so when I'm being afraid, I'm being attractive to fear. And when I'm being love, then I'm being attractive to love. And I realize, that's what it's about. If I'm willing to be love, I can attract what it is that I want. And then I can declare myself to be, Julia Love. And then that's who's in the room when I'm speaking, for instance. And that's who's in the room whenever I'm nervous about something. It's Julia Love. Who are you willing to be to attract what you said that you wanted? So when we're going through the attraction plan, it's really helpful to keep reminding yourself, if I can attract anyone I want or anything I want, and I can, what I want is this. So let me say a little bit more about the tick part. What makes me tick? When I was learning this from Jan Stringer, who created this attraction plan, I was at a retreat where we were going through all of these, and on the Saturday of the retreat, she had coached some of us in what makes you tick. And we were so enthralled with it, what people were saying makes them tick. We decided to forego the party and keep doing this, what makes you tick. And when somebody would get to the core of, this is my purpose in life, this is it, there was not a dry eye in the house. Everyone would be kind of weepy in a good cry way, right? So I realized, this is your brand. This is the brand. As a branding person, since I went to college in 1978, I've been doing branding since then. Actually, since I was a little kid, I had my first little logo with my magenta crayon that I drew when I was 2. That was my logo. Until my brother said, your arms don't come out of your head. You have a neck. So what really makes you tick? Share that to where you're shaking from being so vulnerable you think you are going to die. Share that. And then watch what happens. Watch who you attract. I don't even speak with anyone I'm not aligned with anymore. I don't convince anyone of anything ever, except for my husband sometimes. I try to convince him of things. Would you make me breakfast? Now, suddenly he's making me breakfast. But I don't try to convince people you should be using the attraction plan. I don't try to convince people you should be doing anything, listening to my woo-woo weird channeling stuff, because I've already attracted the people I'm aligned with. So is your website a true reflection of that vulnerable, beautiful, magical, powerful purpose? Or does it suck? And I've looked at thousands of websites. I have discovered that most of the time it's the latter. There's a reason for that. We can talk about why that is. Mostly it's because programmers don't understand people. And so, you can't go to a programmer and expect them to understand you. My purpose is to connect with you and help you share your purpose with the world powerfully, because don't you think we need a revolution? Don't you think it's about time that we don't have those things that happened to you happening? Do you think it's about time that we not have a world that we're destroying? And people having horrible ailments because they don't know how to heal themselves? Your work makes a big difference. So it's my purpose to help you get that out. I hope that you sign up on the thing to have us talk on a website analysis for you. It'd be my pleasure to connect with you and help you to really attract your soul tribe online. For those who are watching later, you can apply at magicalwebsiteanalysis.com. And one more, just in case you needed another one.
And wasn't that magical?
Are you a speaker looking to reach more people with your message? You have a global vision that you want to touch the world and make a global difference. If so, I have an amazing opportunity for you. It's called the Speaker Talent Search. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. You'll find all the details, but here are the highlights. With one application process, you get clarity on your message. You get to fine-tune how you want to reach the world. Then you'll have everything ready in one place for the opportunities when they come. Second, we select you as a finalist. You get to come in and audition with a 7-minute audition, open up the door to hundreds of speaking opportunities. I hope you lean in. I hope you say yes. We would love to hear your message. Help you touch the world powerfully. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your powerful message.